okay? I don't want to say, I want to talk about this because I want to talk about the aspects of love, because people that use love as a leverage believe that they can pull the love that they can make people believe that the love that they using as leverage is real love, and that shit ain't real love. And I want to talk to y'all about that, okay? Okay, so love is a frequency, energy. Love is an action, okay? Love is a presence. Love is protection. Love is a form of sensitivity. Love is a form of confidence. Love is a form of prestige. Love is a form of abundance, where you're in the essence of love, right? But people who don't know the real essence and the true essence of love will use love as leverage. And when you use love as leverage, it will not entail the ingredients of what real love is. It just won't. Because, like I said, when I first clicked on this video, you cannot fake real, okay? You can't fake it. You can simulate it. You can read about it. You can think about the things that you think people in love will do. You can try to, do things that you think that people in love would say, but if you have never experienced or even been in the frequency of real love, what that real love means, you're just playing pretend. And those people who know what real love is will display that and execute that love action, will execute that love action properly. Okay? What people do today is they use love as a leverage. And then they get mad at the people who understand what real love is. And they will get mad at them for being seen, for them using that as a tool, as a leverage. Love is love, period. Period. Love is love, period. What people have been taught, or what people have been conditioned to believe, is that they want all the love for themselves, right? They want to be in the position where the love is just basically strict on them. The focus of love is on them. They want the person to shower and what they have all on them, but that's not the essence of love. Because once you are dwelling in or in tune with real love is an action. You will never be able to receive real love until you're actually giving it out. Like you cannot know what that is if you're not in that frequency. So if you're not even in the frequency of giving out real love to people, but then you want someone to give the frequency of real love to you, then get mad when these people who giving the frequency of real love to you wants the real love to be reciprocated, and then have the audacity to get mad at you. How dare you? How dare you ask me for real love when I'm using this love right here, where I'm using this tool of love as a leverage? Because once you understand that it's not real love, you're going to start doing things a little bit differently. You're not going to have them connected to you. You're not going to have them being able to have any leverage to you. You're not going to give them any connections to you. Because once you understand real love, okay? Once you understand real love and what real love is like an extension of the energy and things that you possess, the energy inside of you, the love inside of you, the protection, the abundance you receive, the abundance that you're going to receive, like your wins, like everything that you experience in life. Once you extend that branch of love out to someone else, those people who are getting the branch, they are eating off your energy. They're eating off your love. Period. For real, for real. They like literally eating off your love. They are using your love as leverage. Now, if you don't know what love is, that's where attachment comes in. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, spirit. That's where the attachment comes in. Because if you don't know nothing about real love, and but you're so used to this person being attached to your branch of love that you done gave out, you gonna think, oh, well, they here. Well, I know they ain't going nowhere. Why though? Why aren't they going anywhere? Why are they here? Especially if they're not in the energy of pouring the love back onto you. That is the reason why you cannot fake real. You can tell someone you love them. You can take pictures like you love them. You can make a post like you love them. You can say things to make it seem like you love them. You can try to pretend like you love them. But when someone understands the real essence of love, they know that all that shit is a facade. That is a facade that you're trying to use love for. That is a facade that you're trying to gain energy towards. That is a facade that you're trying to gain leverage to whatever the person is holding out this branch to believe. Because love will protect you. Love will protect you. Love will keep you abundant. Okay? Oh shit, I don't have anything, y'all. There you go.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much,
you.
ma'am. Have a blessed day.
You too. Love will keep you abundant. Love will protect you. Okay? Love will give you okay, let's just say, okay, when you are in the essence and the frequency of love, you're protected, period, right? So when you're protected, period, by the Most High, by the God, by the Creator, by the Buddha, whoever you pray to, or whoever you believe is your abundance, right? Even within yourself, right? You are protected. When you giving somebody else that branch, they are protected by the same love, by the same energy, by the same presence, by the same abundance that you are receiving. Now, you may think, oh no, they're not going nowhere. They love me. But they don't actually love you. They love the protection that you carry. Okay? They love the protection that you carry. They love the energy that you have. They love the abundance that comes from you. That does not mean these people love you. It's a totally different things, okay? That's why it's forms of attachment. Those people are attached to you because they love your energy. Those people are attached to you because they love your abundance. Those people are attached to you because they love the protection that you give out to them when you're lending out your branch. But when it comes to the actual being in a totality love, those people don't love you. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't love you. They don't know what that is. They have no idea what that is. People are in this world, people are so attached to so many things. And when it's almost like an addiction of attachment. People want to be attached to something. A lot of people don't even love things. People don't love things. No, no, they want to be attached to certain things in certain areas and certain people because they believe, oh, this attachment is going to get me here, and this attachment is going to get me there, and this attachment is going to do this and that. But once you move in the frequency of love, you're going to get everything you fucking deserve. Period. Period. Would you live in the real frequency of love? Because the real frequency of love is abundant, okay? The real frequency of love is not selfish. You cannot say that you're a loving person and then you say you're selfish. Those things don't go hand in hand because once hold on, yeah, I'm getting a message. Okay, so once you are a loving person, you you know that love is abundant. So what do you do when you have an abundance of something? What do you do if you're a loving person and you have an abundance or something, or if there is something that you are abundant in, you want to share that abundance because love wants things to grow. Love needs things to grow. Love needs things to be abundant. Love needs things to flourish. That's love. Okay? Once you get into a space where someone say they love you but they want to keep you boxed, what I mean boxed, like they want everything for themselves. They want to give you no reciprocation. You know, it's all about what they want. It's all about how you should carry to them. It's all about how, you know, how you need to tiptoe around them. You know, oh, you know, because they're in charge. You know, they're over you. Oh, they believe that you love them more than they love you, so they got an upper hand against you. That shit is not love. That shit is not love. That shit is not love at all. And you won't be able to be in love frequency in that energy. Because a lot of people, to this day, a lot of people be in that energy because they think once you be in the frequency of love, that makes you a victim, right? But once you understand the abundance that you have in love, can't nobody fucking victimize you. I ain't never been victimized because I'm a fucking winner. I ain't never been no loser because I get up and I keep on going because I'm abundant in love. I'm abundant in prosperity. I am abundant in within myself. I believe in myself. I will never lose. I will get up. I will maybe fall. I'll maybe make a mistake. But the things that I learned from my mistake and the things that I learned from my fall, I'm going to put that shit in my bag so when I move the next time, I know, oh, that ain't going to go that way the next time. I will never fall. I will never fail. I will never. I'm too abundant within myself. I believe in myself too much. I believe in the love that I have in me too much. I believe in my mentality too much. I believe in my heart too much. I believe in my whole presence too much for me to be in a situation that, quote unquote, make me fail. Can't nothing make me or break me up in here. Nothing. Because I wasn't created by anything. I came here from some other shit. Let's put it like that. I came here for some other stuff. Can't nothing make me or break me within my own being, okay? And once you hit that love frequency like that, yeah, wherever I go, you're going to experience it, this frequency, because that's who I am. That's what I have. That's what you're witnessing. All you're witnessing is the love that poured inside of me. It's the love that I pour inside of me, and the love I pour inside of me, it's going to follow me wherever I go. It's going to follow me wherever I go. I can't fake that. And like I said, fake real. So once people use love like a leverage because they don't know what love is, and they form attachment to the things that has given them a branch of love to grab hold to, those people, like I said before, they get mad when you realize when you cut that branch off. Oh, I'm cutting this off because you don't love me. I'm cutting this off. You don't love me. You may want to seem like you love me. You may want to tell yourself that you love me, or you may want to be that person that can love. You know, you don't want to look like you don't love me. But when it comes to the essence of love, people who know what real love is understand what it is and what it ain't. So am I being abundant towards you? Yes. If I'm giving you protection, yes. If I'm covering you, yes. If I'm doing all these things to you, yes. And once I come to a point where I realize that is not what I'm receiving from you, and the things that I am receiving from you, you believe that puts me in a higher becking call position than you, because now it's like you serving me, and who do I think I am? Oh, you serving me now. Oh, you want me to kiss your butt? No, I've been serving you all this time, because acts of service is love. You cannot give love and think you're not giving any acts of service. You're going to get used. In your acts of service, it becomes an issue when you can't use the person that you're giving service to. That's when acts of service and being becomes a problem. That's when that becomes a problem. That's when that becomes you don't want to be victimized. But a person who loves you and is really down for you and who will ride for you and who's really in that love frequency, understand that. Yeah, you can use me all you want. You can use me. I'm here to be used. I'm giving you my acts of service because I love you. And then you see the person next to you and they're like, yeah, I'm here to be used too. I'm giving you my acts of service because I love you. Acts of service is love, not the shit that you say or how you want it to portray on camera or how you want to portray to other people, how you want other people to see you in a certain light. When it's love, and you can hide that. You can't hide love. You can't fake real. Like a very special person told me, you cannot fake real. You can't fake it. It just either is or it ain't. It is or it ain't. And if you haven't been in the presence of love, if you haven't even known what love is, and then, let me take that back. Because there are some people, I believe, who struggled in this thing called life. I believe there are a lot of people that struggle in this thing called life who necessarily didn't get the love that they wanted within from other people. They poured that love into them, like the love that they wanted to receive from the outside world. They start pouring that back into themselves. So those people may know what love is because they're in the acts of service or even giving it to yourself. Once you become in a selfish act, you won't even serve yourself. And how selfish is that? Tell me about it. Come on, spirit. When you are in a selfish act, you won't even serve yourself. That sounds crazy. You won't even serve yourself. You won't even get to a point that you figure like in your life where, nah, I can do that. Or, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that. Oh yeah, no, I deserve that. Or you won't even get to that point because you're so used to being attached to somebody's branch. You're so used to being attached to somebody's branch. How you gonna want more from yourself? You're not gonna do that. You're not even putting in acts of service for yourself. The acts of service and the love and the dedication and the commitment and the compassion and the understanding, if you can't even give that to yourself, you will never be in the frequency of love. And I don't care who loving on you. I don't care what they look like. I don't care how big their butt is. I don't care how good their hair is. I don't care how small they are. I don't care how tiny their waist is and how their body is banging. I do not care. I do not care how many degrees they have. I don't care if they're a doctor or a lawyer or a judge. I don't care. If you aren't able to give those things to yourself, if you're not able to give yourself understanding, if you're not able to give yourself compassion, if you're not able to give yourself understanding and grace, and you won't be able to give that to nobody because you don't even know what that looks like. That's all a form of love. Love does not make you a victim. Loving the wrong people will victimize you. Yes, they will victimize. You're in the state of love. You're in the state of giving. You're in the state of being abundant. You're in the state of flowing. So if you're in the state of flowing and you're in the state of being abundant and you're in the state of giving, and someone who is in lack of sees you, yeah, they're gonna victimize you. They're gonna victimize you. They're gonna take you on a world tour. Oh God, I cracked myself up. They're gonna take you on a fucking world tour. Okay? They're gonna take you on a world tour. They're gonna take you on a world tour. You know, everything's gonna look nice. You gonna be, blinded by the glitz and the glamour. But in the back end, you doing all the work on stage, but they take you around on tour, grabbing all the money and telling you there ain't no money left. I don't know what to tell you, man, because we have to pay this person, we have to pay that, we have to pay that person. I know you putting on the work. I know you worked hard, but I ain't got nothing to give you. If you don't get out my face, you don't get out my face. You don't get out my face, not now, but right now, you playing with me. You playing with me. And people who know what love is understand when they get played with. So when the people who know why, oh shoot, hold on, y'all. When those people know, when people know what real love is, and they know they getting played with, those people that use love as a leverage, ooh, they don't like them people. Because once you realize, oh, this ain't what the fuck I thought it was, you're not gonna get the same me out of me. You're not gonna get the same love out of me because now I understand. Oh, you playing the game. Oh, you trying to survive. Okay, I get it. I understand. I get it. I played fool. I opened myself to you. You trying to survive. But in the meantime, my energy is feeding you. My love is feeding you. My abundance is feeding you. You getting shit or doing shit that you ain't never did before with me. Okay? What are you getting, the good and the bad of me? But you have to understand, when you love somebody, you really love somebody, you gonna understand these bad parts of them. You gonna have compassion for their bad parts too. You gonna have compassion for the things that don't make them right. You gonna have compassion for the things that make them whatever, like not 100% correct. But if every time those things that people have inside of them, that we all have inside of us, if every time that person displays a little small part of imperfection, you're beating that imperfection down like a dog. Okay? That's not love. It's not. It is not. That is not love. It is not. Because once you have compassion for yourself, you have compassion for your bad parts. You have your pet compassion for your bad parts, because you understand it was spaces in your life, parts of time, where a lot of times you didn't know what really was going on. You didn't know. It was things you were suffering with. It was things you had to go through. It was lessons you had to learn within yourself. And a lot of times you did things that didn't benefit you, and you suffered in those times. And meanwhile, even though you're not in those spaces today, that does not mean that reminisce of hurt, and that reminisce of pain, and a reminisce of things that you made a mistake on isn't still with you. Those things are still with you today. You just have to understand and give that other sense of the other side of yourself compassion enough to understand, like, yeah, that happened to you, but don't worry about it. I got you. I'm protect you. Don't trip. Yeah, you messed up then, but don't worry about it. I got you. I'm protect you. Don't trip. Once you encounter somebody and they tell you what you ain't, oh, you ain't that, or you think you this, or you don't do nothing. What do? And for sure. You done put your acts of service in, they trying to pull a whammy. They trying to pull a whammy on you. Like they said, no whammy, no whammies, no whammies. They're trying to pull a whammy on you, okay? They want you not only to not look at the things that they're not doing, they want you to be in delusion of who you are. They want you to be delusional. And if you start listening to those people and not putting in the full awareness of yourself and what you do and how you do it, even in your bad parts, even the parts of you don't like, abundant, if you don't take who you are in a whole, in a totality, and actually digest yourself in a whole, in a totality, you will start believing those people. I'm trying to tell you, will start believing those people, and those people want you to believe them, because you want to know why. Your acts of service, your love, your energy, your abundance, your whatever you have, these people are getting from attachment. The moment that you wake up and you realize, what? Hell no, like, you ain't really rock with me like that. all that abundance, all that energy, all that protection, all that within you is going to waste. That's the reason why the people who don't have anything to give you, but they want to stay in your essence, they want you to believe that, because as soon as you say enough is enough, I'm shutting down the store right now. They can't go eat off you no more. They can't feed off you anymore. So of course they're gonna downplay you to make you think that you ain't who you is. Of course they're gonna downplay you and make you believe that you should be grateful for them in your presence, and you know you giving more energy out than they are. Of course they're gonna do that. Of course, it's a tactic. It's about survival. It isn't about love. You can't fake real, and that includes love. You can't fake real love. It's because it's a form of survival. It's a form of tactic. It ain't no form. People aren't going out here in this world loving on people, and people are struggling. People are struggling to survive. People are struggling to keep their mental in order. People are struggling to keep their physical health in order. People are struggling, and anybody they can find that they believe that they can hold on to, that they don't have that within them, they're going to hold on to that. But that's not love. That's not love. That's an act of selfishness. And they say you supposed to survive here. Yes, you're supposed to survive, but a lot of times those people have turned their into actually attaching to people. Huh? No. It don't work like that. You got to put in acts of service. I don't care what those acts of service are. If you even if you're in a position where you in a relationship, you in a situation where you might be down on your luck. You might not have everything. You might not have a job. You might not have a car. You might not, be in the status that you want to be in. You could have lost your job. You could have just got out of jail. You could have, whatever it is that you could have done that put you in a position where you feel like you at the bottom, right? Those people have something to give too. You can give integrity. It don't cost nothing. Integrity don't cost nothing. Integrity don't cost nothing. Fucking being truthful don't cost nothing. Being honest don't cost nobody a dollar. Like being honest, being compassionate, showing empathy towards others, giving your acts of service. Are you giving money? No. Are you giving trips and gifts? No. But can you be there and make sure that things are straight for the other person on the other end who could possibly be the one the trips and be in a situation where they are abundant in other ways. They can go out, they can make the money. He can go out, he can make the money. But he don't mind, doing a little bit extra if you hold him down on the back end, because while he out there getting the moolah, okay, while he out there getting the moolah, he needs somebody back at the house to hold it down. I need you to hold it down, baby. Don't worry about what I'm doing out here. Your job is to hold it down up in here. So by the time we get up in here together, by the time we hold everything down together, you straight, I'm straight. We could just focus on what we need to focus on. We don't need to focus on no issue. We need to focus on no trouble. The outside's already giving us trouble enough. That is a solidified and a strong home front. People don't want that. People do not want that. What people want is, I know firsthand, what people want is, people want that person who's able to give them what they don't have, right? They want to be the person that's able to give them what they don't have. But since they feel like they are in lack, because they figure like this person got more than them and they don't have nothing to give, they will not put their part in on the home front. They won't put their part in on the home front. They won't put their part in at home. They won't put their part in on the back end to make sure the front end is straight. They won't do that. Oh, that's too much. You asking too much for me. What you mean you can't do it? Well, why you can't do it? Huh? It don't work like that. Because I don't care how many corporations you got, how many businesses you have, how rich you are. What It's got to be somebody that's there that's able to do that back work for you. It's either what I mean by back work. If you got a big old corporation, it's like you got this huge corporation, you got the CEO, you got the secretary, you got the whatever it is that you have, you got the financial advisor. You have all these people doing all these great, grand, big ass things, right? But no matter how big and how great and how grand these things are, the company, this big old 10-story, whatever, 20-story company is going to go to shit if the janitor do not come to work. Let me repeat that. That big old company, the corporation, the freaking business, the multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar corporation will not be nothing if the janitor didn't come to work. You wanna know why? Because the janitor is the person that's gonna do the shit that nobody else wanna do. The janitor is gonna clean up. The janitor is gonna take out the trash. The janitor is gonna wash the walls. The janitor is gonna make sure the windows is clean. The janitor is gonna be the one to make sure, when your business deals come around, people coming in your office still nice and clean. That is the back end of making the corporation work. It take a whole team to make the corporation work. You can't just look at one person and want them to be the janitor, the manager, the financial advisor, the mover, the secretary, the owner. Like, that is impossible. It's freaking impossible. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And those people don't know that it's not going to work because they don't have nothing in them to even think of, like, dang, like, I really need the janitor. They will never say nothing like, oh, the janitor ain't what is the janitor? The janitor isn't anything. They just go out and pick out trash. Yeah, they go out and pick out the trash that you don't want to pick up. You right. They're cleaning up the toilets so the people who do use the facility, who do come in and out, have a safe, clean, and healthy environment to do that in. Yeah, they're not doing anything. Forget them. Forget those people. Crazy. It doesn't work like that. People want forms of attachment. They don't want to put in work, acts of service. Put in acts of service and see where that's going to get you. Stop living your life in a form of attachment. Stop living your life waiting to see or who you can find to get something that you don't have in order for you to use it, in order for you to look a certain way. Put in some acts of service. Put in some work. Put in some dedication. Do something that nobody else would want to do. Do something nobody else want to do. The people got to understand, when you in certain positions in life, and I was talking about this somebody special too. When you in certain positions in life, there's going to be times where, yeah, you might be the one to have all the answers. You might be the one that know more than people you in the room with. You might be the one that, that look a certain way. You might be the one in whatever arena you're the one in. You might be the one. But that don't mean you're going to be the one in every arena. That don't mean you're going to be the winner in every fight, in every battle. You're not. Because there are different ways to fight. There are different battles. There are people playing different, got different protection skills and all that kind of stuff. You can't be the karate master and thinking you're going to win a boxing match. It's two different dynamics. It's two different techniques. So meantime, if you in there being cocky because you know karate, but this boxer been boxing all his life, so you figure like I win in karate, I can win in boxing. Not if you don't become the student of boxing. You have to become the student first in order for you to become the master, in order for you to become a teacher. And I wanted to say that because a lot of times people just think they the master and they the chief teacher of everything. How sway? How do you think you're the teacher of everything? You think you can't learn nothing from nobody? You think nobody can tell you absolutely nothing? Who do you think you are? Because the wise man knows he knows everything and knows nothing at the same time. Those are the wisest fucking people to know that I know everything and nothing at the same time. They are the most wise people. Because it's going to be at one particular time, I'm going to have to become the student. And I'm going to have to sit back and see what's going on. I'm going to have to observe. I'm going to have to be like, okay, well, this ain't my arena. So let me step back and see what they got to tell me. Let me sit back and see what they know, because I clearly don't know it, and obviously it's something that I don't know. So let me see. Y'all don't get like that because a lot of people ego get in the way of them. That's a lot of people ego getting away with them, so that they will never be able to sit down and learn something new because it makes them feel jaded. It makes them feel, so you know more than I do, huh? Oh, so you think I'm perfect? No, I don't think I'm perfect. I just know there's some things I know about more and some things that you know about more. But if we can all get together and mix this pot and get all this information, we all can do good. Why people don't understand that? You have to be a point of your life where it's not all about you. It's not all about what you want. It's not all about selfishness. It's not all about, because you're not here by yourself. You probably born in this world by yourself unless you have some twins, like your particular spirit, your particular being, your particular vessel is one within you, right? But meanwhile, you got neighbors, you got people you pass on the street, you got people that you drive by, you got people that stand on the bus stop, you got people that you work with, you got your family, you got those people, you got the people that you don't know that you see every day, you got those people. You have to insert yourself in society, like, not like you care about those people, but to make sure that you're not like being selfish in an act where it's all about you, because now you're endangering, quote unquote, the monotony of how things should go. You're endangering that shit. Now people don't want to be around you. Now people don't want to talk to you. Now, because it's all about what you want to do. You can't live life like that because you're not here by yourself. And they say it takes a village, it takes a community, it takes whatever. It does. You cannot do everything by yourself. You can't do everything by yourself, and you can't get in the frequency of you know everything and you don't want nobody to tell you nothing, because now you're losing the acts of service of love within yourself. What if someone was able to give you the information that's going to change your world? And it could be just a snap of a finger. It could be anything that would turn that light bulb on and be like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Like, no, I wouldn't have, I didn't know anything about that. Like, I would never thought nothing about that. I'm so glad you said that, because it is making me realize, like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Well, you will be surprised the information I get from people. And I talk to, like, I'm when I go out in the world and, in society, whatever, I'm quiet. But if people come up and talk to me, I'll talk to anybody. I talk to the bum, or what they would call homeless. They don't call them bums, or excuse. I talk to the homeless people. I talk to people that might be, even the people that be standing there and talk to themselves. They stop and talk to me. They be like, oh, they might be having a full conversation with themselves. And then as soon as they see me, they be like, oh, how you doing, ma'am? How you doing today? I'm doing great, sir. How are you doing? And they be like, oh, I'm good. Okay. And I walk off, and they keep on talking to themselves. Hey, Say sometimes you got something to say, and everybody ain't. You can't talk to everybody, So I'm not judging that person talking to themselves, but I'm just saying how I'm not close minded enough to not like like understand like I'm not in this world by myself. It's not all just about what I want. I know who I am as an individual. I know who I am in my spirit. I know who I am in my soul. I know what makes me tick and what don't make me tick and what I like and what I don't like. I know that. I understand that. I know who I am. But I'm still going to be like, because like a lot of people like to don't want to be like that because they think they're going to get deterred of who they are. And you will never be deterred of who you are if you move from a heart space. Okay? The moment that you start moving from your heart space and you start moving from your ego, you are losing the God abundance and the real authenticity of yourself. The moment that you start moving more with with uh with ego. Okay, so I done talked, I done ran it, but all in all, you cannot fake real. Period. Okay. Period. Like how they be saying. But I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. All right. Bye.